good evening and welcome to the Provident Stadium Odsall, the Big Match Live, brought to you by Provident Financial, supporting Bull supporters home and away. And it is the Bradford Bulls against Halifax. The fireworks going off to our left behind the South Bank stand. The ground, the main stand, the Provident stand packed to the rafters as the supporters try to escape and get away from the inclement weather. But the sides are out there on the field and we are about to get proceedings underway. The Bradford Bulls line up. Oscar Thomas at fullback, wing three quarter line of Campbell, Oakes, Ryan and Caro. The halves are Price and Keys. The forwards, Magrin, Moore, Kirk, Bentley and Leroy, and Wilkinson at loose forward. On the interchange bench for Lee Beattie's side this evening, Roach, Davis, Hodgson and McCarney. We're up and running here at the Provident Stadium Odsall, and as we said, on the weekend of the resurrection, and we're about to see the greatest resurrection of them all, the Bradford Bulls on 0 points. A huge opportunity this evening in front of their home supporters, and immediately on tackle number 2, they're already 20 shy of the halfway line in their home strip of red, amber and black, playing towards the South Bank stand in the first half. Halifax will play left to right towards the Ruler Lane terracing where their supporters are unmasked, and 4 tackles into this match. Bradford up and over halfway as out of dummy half it goes from Moore to Keys to Ryan, and Ryan's wrapped up on the 5th and last. So a good start from the Bulls. They're 40 out from the Halifax line as it goes high from Keys. It's going to come down. A tester for the former London and RLFC man as Sharp takes it there from the darkening clouds, and he's wrapped up 12 out from his own try line in centre field. The Halifax side this evening, if you're just joining us late, Will Sharp at fullback, wing three quarter line of Saltonstall, Tyra, Heaton and Warrancy. The halves Morell and Johnston. The forwards Tangata, Kay, Callaghan, Grady, Griggs and Fairbank. On the interchange bench for Richard Marshall's side, Barber, Morris, Moore and Boyle. The referee is Tom Crashley from Featherstone, and Halifax 4 tackles in on their first use of the ball, and they're 10 shy of the halfway line, and that is going to be out of dummy half by Ben Kay, puts the fending on Wilkinson, wrapped up by Price. It is the last tackle. It goes out of dummy half to Tyra. Tyra's gone straight down the front of Oscar Thomas, and Thomas will immediately meet the blue and white hoop shirted Halifax defence. 30 out from his own try line. Amari Carroll's getting on the act early doors, and the Jamaican international is wrapped up 8 shy of halfway. 20 in from the Provident stand side. More out of dummy half to Thomas. Thomas with 8 from 8 attempts with the boot last weekend takes at Bradford on the tackle number 3. They're 2 metres inside Halifax territory here. More out of dummy half. Down the middle it goes there to Wilkinson. Wilkinson quick play the ball. Here goes Scott Moore. Kicks forward on tackle number 4. Pass Will Sharp. Just a little bit too much on it, and it's gone dead over the dead ball line. It will be a tap on the 20 for the visitors, Halifax. We've had no score gone. An enterprising, exciting, explosive start here. It's Bulls 0, Fax 0, Ross.
Yeah, it's been a good start. I think boys have been rolling them up the pitch quite well. You know, it's been a good start. So, you know, forwards have looked strong in middle there. Shame on that last kick. You know, a bit too much on it, but you know, it's good signs early on.
Halifax 5 shy of halfway, 3 tackles in. That is a double team tackle there by Oakes and Wilkinson on Saltonstall. He'll get to his feet, he'll play the ball across the face of the Bradford posts. They go there, 5 inside the Bradford half on tackle number 4. Referee Crashley just having a look there at the tackle there between Campbell and Leroy, bringing down the second row forward Grady, and Halifax give the ball somewhere over on the far stand side, and they're 35 out from the Bradford line, just to the left of centre field. It goes into Tyra in at dummy half. He offloads it to Griggs, and Griggs is wrapped up on the 5th and last. They're 30 out as it goes out there from Kay to Johnston, and Johnston is wrapped up there on the power play, tried to use his evasive qualities to get past the French international Kevin Leroy, but Leroy showing too much experience there, wrapped him up, homed in on him and dragged him down 20 shy of the Bradford line. So Bradford back in possession. 3.5 minutes gone. Provident scoreboard yet to work into action this evening, as it goes out of dummy half, and this is going to be Magrin charging in on the ball, and Magrin's wrapped up 10 shy of the halfway line. More out of dummy half there to Wilkinson again, going through a lot of work early doors is Brandon Wilkinson, happy to just take the punishment and the pain in a two-man tackle led there by Griggs and Grady. Once again, the Bulls kicking early in the tackle count. Out of dummy half on the halfway line, perfectly weighted. It's going to lay in the Halifax in goal area. Can Will Sharp get out? No, he can't. He's swarmed upon. James Bentley, Ross Oakes and Leon Price, everyone there just swarming in on him, and Will Sharp couldn't get out. It's a goal line dropout, and that's more like it from the Bulls. Ross Peltier, 4.5 gone, Bulls 0, Fax 0.
Oh, it's been a great start for boys as well there, keeping them in the in goal. It was perfectly weighted kick by Keezy. I mean, we can really take some encouragement out of these opening arm wrestle, really.
The referee has just stopped the clock while one of the Bradford players is just going to get a little bit of attention from the physio. So the clock stopped, 4.5 gone, as we said. It is round 10 of the Kingston Press Championship, the final game of the Rugby League weekend. And oh boy, there's been some thrilling Rugby League action, it has to be said. A valiant effort by Widnes. Last night they went down against Warrington under Tony Smith, who certainly seemed to have found the roll on. And from the restart, Tyra gets it just shy of the Halifax 40, so Joe Keys will take the first tackle and he's going to be wrapped up. 35 out from the Halifax line. Out of dummy half it goes from Moore to Campbell, and Campbell with a try last week against Sheffield in that 48-16 win. He's wrapped up 30 metres out. They're doing the hard yards forward, down the middle, a big collision there between Magrin and Tangata, the Cook Island prop, wrapping Magrin up, 20 out from the Halifax line. Good quick hands there from Moore to Leroyer, and Leroyer takes Bradford 5 shy of the Halifax line. It's with Price, along the line they go. Price linking with Keys. Keys back to Thomas. Thomas tries to go through a hole, and he's wrapped up. Oscar Thomas on his back. Last tackle, a metre shy of the Halifax line. It goes out of dummy half to Moore. Moore to Keys. Keys crossfield kick, looking for Ryan. Ryan's knocked the ball on. It landed in the chest of Ethan Ryan, and the 20-year-old coming up with a rare error there. It was the last tackle, so Halifax will play the ball 10 out from their own line. But good attack from the Bulls, Ross. Equally good defence from Halifax. Made a stern stuff thus far. 5 gone, 0-0.
Yeah, they're holding us out so far, you know. It's early doors. We're building that pressure. We're playing game in right areas. I think that's what we've not been doing in the past few weeks, you know. We need to make teams come out off their line and keep them in there. Just build pressure on them. I think that's what we're doing perfectly today.
Halifax from the 10-metre play the ball, a 15 shy of halfway on tackle number 3. Kay goes out of dummy half, finds the support there of Sharp, and Sharp's wrapped up a metre inside the Bradford half, so a bit of spurt there from Halifax, who are taking the game to the Bulls down the middle. Now they're going to come out wide on this main stand side, and it goes from Tyra to Heaton. Bullock pass there to Heaton. Heaton's wrapped up on the last. 40 out from the Bradford line. Out of dummy half it goes from Kay, and he's just put one in behind the Bradford defensive line. Oscar Thomas has come off the chest, and the referee is going to say goal line dropout. Oscar Thomas was flirting with danger there on this main stand touchline, and the touch judge give the referee the call, and you've got to put that down as an almighty error there, Ross.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we were doing there, but I think it looked to me that the ball went over the line as it did, and then it's hit him in his chest as it's over the line, so I don't see how it's a goal line dropout. It's a bit confusing, that one. It was
one of those contentious 50-50 calls.
I think the ball was already out by then.
Keep your tweets coming in, we'll go through them at half-time. Hashtag BCB Bulls. And from the restart, Keys gets it up to the halfway line immediately there, taken by Sharp. Sharp gives it to Callalane, and Callalane is wrapped up. 35 out from the Bradford line. Centre fielder Halifax. Tyra drops the shoulders and goes, and he's wrapped up by Price and Oakes, and they're going to play the ball on tackle number 2. They're now 25 out. Out of dummy half it goes there to Griggs, and Griggs is wrapped up 15 shy of the Bradford line. 7.5 gone, 0-0 on the Provident scoreboard, looking for first points. Kay gives it along the line to Fairbank. Fairbank Bullock passing the corner to Tyra. Tyra looking to give the ball to Saltonstall, and he's going to be wrapped up 2 shy of the line. They're going to come back across the face of the post. It is with Jacob Fairbank, who once upon a time had a loan spell here at the Bulls, and he's wrapped up 5 shy of the Bradford line to the left-hand side of the sticks, attacking the ruler named Terracin. It is the last tackle, says referee Crashley. It goes to Griggs. Kick through there from Tyra, and it's going to be swarmed up there from Oscar Thomas. So Oscar Thomas makes amends, and he will play the ball 5 shy out from his own line. So he averts the danger there, and immediately it goes from Price out of dummy half to Oakes. Oakes with 8 tries in 2017 gets a double team effort there from Callahan and Fairbank. 2 in the tackle at all costs from Halifax. They're defending well. Stern stuff, a lot of resistance there. Bentley caught high. First penalty of the evening. I'm not sure who it was, but Bentley wants to get stuck in there. There's pushing and shoving. The referee will point at Ben Heaton, and the penalty's awarded to the Bradford Bulls. 15 shy of halfway, and the referee will stop the clock because Simon Grix has to tie his laces. Nothing wrong with that call, Ross Peltier. Certainly across James Bentley's shoulder in the face, and a chance for the Bulls to have a full set in the Halifax half.
Yeah, it was clearly a hard tackle. I mean, it'll give lads a break, give us a break, we can kick it out, get some good field position now. So, yeah, we can regroup and regather from this point, hopefully build some more pressure in this set.
Both sides almost on edge. Both have had repeat sets in each other's 20, yet to post any points. You reckon there was going to be 8 points in it either way?
Yeah, I can see it being a tight game. I think this opening 10 minutes has shown that it's going to be a tight one. I can't see either team running away with it, so it's going to be nip and tuck.
Well, it's got to be said, both sides having pretty mediocre campaigns last season in the Championship Shield. Halifax, though, faded badly as Richard Marshall started to give youth a chance. Bradford, though, the bare minimum was lifting the Shield, and they did that here against Sheffield, and the referee still holding up play here while Simon Grix just gets a bit of strapping to the left arm around the elbow area. So that's certainly the crowd starting to beseech and just get on the back of the referee, but injured player, safety is paramount. So Joe Keys then, 15 shy of halfway, will add on an extra 25 metres, and Bradford, after their first penalty of the evening, will tap the ball 40 out from the Halifax line as it goes from Price to Oakes, Oakes to Kirk like a battering ram. He's wrapped up 35 out from the Halifax line. More out of dummy half to Magrin. Magrin striding forward, makes 10 metres, make that 12 metres. He's still going forward, is Magrin. Magrin up to the Halifax 20, 15 metres made there. Bullet pass out of dummy half there from Moore. Moore along the line to Thomas. Thomas to Ryan. Ryan in on the angle. Skirting with the far stand touchline, wrapped up 10 out, a metre in. It goes out of dummy half to Leroy. Leroy, like an express train, charging forward. He's brought down 2 shy of the Halifax line. Out of dummy half, along the line, Keys, Price, Thomas. Halifax are stretched. Hospital pass there from Oscar Thomas. It's got into touch way above Amari Caro on this main stand side. And Amari Carroll's just having a word with Oscar Thomas there. There's been a lack of communication, and that was a glaring error. But 10 gone on the clock. That's the Bulls' first error in open play, and it remains Bulls 0, Fax 0.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good error for us to make, really. It's down in their half. We're in an attacking position. I mean, it's on their 10. We can D up from this.
As we said, it has all been a case for the Bradford Bulls in recent weeks about concentration, completing the sets, maintaining that mental discipline and play with conviction. Although they've just lowered the mental discipline, they've given Halifax a penalty from the scrum, just laying on in the tackle on tackle number 1. So the penalty count is locked up at 1 penalty apiece, and it is going to be Scott Morrell who finds touch on this occasion, and he will take Halifax 20 shy of the halfway line. So they'll quickly tap the ball. It goes along the line, out of dummy half from Morrell. Morrell gives it there to Callahan, and Callahan is wrapped up 5 inside the Bradford half to the right hand side of centre field. Kay out of dummy half along the line to Grady. Grady is wrapped up after cries of a forward pass, ignored by the officials. Halifax in centre field, 40 out from the Bradford line on tackle number 3. They're still going down the middle channel, trying to take the game to the Bradford Bulls, and they're wrapped up on tackle number 4, just outside the Bradford 20. What is Ben Kay going to do out of dummy half? He goes along the line to Tangata. Tangata breaks clear, still going forward, Adam Tangata. Thought about the pass on the inside to Heaton. Takes the tackle. Fifth and last. Halifax 5 out from the Bradford line. It goes to Morrell. Morrell crossfield kick. Looking to put Johnny Campbell under pressure. The ball's been palmed backwards. It's gone into touch, but it's been palmed back by a Halifax player. It will be a play the ball. 10 out from their own line. 10 in from the terracing stand side, and with 12 gone, it is still scoreless on the Provident scoreboard. A real roar of attrition here. It goes without saying the Bradford Bulls defence has improved drastically, although sloppy ball out of dummy half will be picked up by Amari Caro, and he will be brought down 20 out from his own try line. Just saying, the Bulls defence in the last 4 games, 79 points conceded. It's still an average of 20, but it has come down from 29. And Bradford really in an arm wrestle here. They're 40 out from their own line, 10 shy of halfway, and once again out of dummy half it goes to that man Joe Keys, who's just going to send one downfield into the arms of Sharp, and Sharp is brought down by the red, amber and black shirted defence. 30 out from his own try line, and on tackle number 2 Grady will take Halifax 10 shy of the halfway line. Warrensey in at dummy half. He's going to go on a run out of dummy half, up and over halfway, and he's going to make 20 metres. There is Rob Warrensey. Warm applause from the Halifax supporters on the Ruler Lane terracing. Kay puts the fending on Magrin. Magrin brings him down. Halifax 30 out from the Bradford line, over on the far stand side. Kick through there. Out of dummy half from Johnston. Johnston to Campbell. Thomas though races clear and takes the ball, and Thomas averts the danger. And Oscar Thomas, quick thinking there, read that like a Stephen King bestseller. And Ethan Ryan will now come out of dummy half as a bullet pass there to Campbell. Campbell along the line to Oakes. They're still in centre field, the Bulls, but it's risky stuff as Campbell now picks it up out of dummy half on the 3rd tackle, and he's immediately flattened there by Heaton and Morrell in a 2-man tackle. So Bradford, 3 tackles gone, 20 out from their own line. Bentley in at dummy half to Kirk. Remember, there's no Daniel Murray, no Jordan Lilly, and no Dane Chisholm. So Bradford struggling somewhat on making meters forward, and they're going to kick early again in the tackle count on number 4 from Joe Keys, who's having a fine season here at the Provident Stadium Hotel. But once again, Will Sharp takes it 20 out from his own line, and he'll be met 15 shy of halfway in a 3-man tackle led there by Leroy, Keys the kicker, and Wilkinson. Relentless stuff, Ross. Nearly 15 gone. Bulls 0, Fax 0.
Yeah, it's been played at a very high tempo this game. You know, both teams getting good starts at sets from the back 3, you know, off these kick returns, and it's just been played at a fast pace. I mean, both teams making lots of meters up and down the pitch, going up and down. So it's going to be who breaks first, really. It's just that arm wrestle. It's just who's going to break it first.
Halifax 20 out from the Bradford line on tackle number 4. It goes out from Kay to Tangata. Tangata's lost the ball. It's gone backwards, and it's going to be picked up by Heaton, and Heaton will play the ball after losing a bit of ground. 30 out from the Bradford line. It is the last tackle, and it's going to go out to Morrell. Morrell just drills it into touch on this main stand side, and it is going to be head and feed to the Bradford Bulls. 10 out from their own line. Exactly 15 minutes gone in this one, and the Provident scoreboard saying Bulls 0, Fax 0, and certainly Halifax coming into this match this evening on a fine bit of form, having just one loss in their last 4 games, as well as a Challenge Cup triumph over Hunslet in monsoon conditions at the Shea. So Halifax in the draw. Bradford have a blank weekend coming up after Monday's game against Featherstone before a tricky game away in the south of France against Toulouse. But Bradford know the importance of keeping that mental discipline and concentration here, because they could turn -2 into 0, and oh boy, the cheers at full time if they can do that. Bradford then from the scrum, 10 out from the Halifax line. They've had 2 tackles gone, and they're over on the far stand side. 15 in from the tunnel is Thomas, 10 shy of halfway. It goes to Leon Price to Bentley, along the line to Keys, Keys to Oakes. Caro has to take it behind him, but he will turn forward and he'll be brought down 8 inside the Halifax half. It nearly opened up for the Bulls then. Bentley out of dummy half to Kirk. Kirk forward, wrapped up, 5th and last tackle coming up now for the Bradford Bulls. 35 out from the Halifax line. More to Price. Price, reverse kick. Thomas is chasing it, but Sharp's taking it on his own 10. And now referee Tom Crashley has given the Bradford Bulls a penalty because someone's been taken out off the ball, and it is a penalty. 20 out from the Halifax post. just to the left-hand side, and a decision for Lee Beattie and Jeff Tuvey. Are we going to see the kicking tee come on? No, Jeff Tuvey and Lee Beattie, Ross, they're saying go for more. Do you agree with the decision?
Yeah, I think it's just best to keep gaming this half, really. You know, play it in their territory as much as we can. You know, we just got to wear them down, and it'll come good.
Evan Hodgson is just on, so Lee Beattie ringing the interchanges. Hodgson, just 18, made his debut against Featherstone, takes Bradford, 5 out from the line. More out of dummy half to Price. Price along the line to Keys. Keys drops the shoulder. Joe Keys, has he got to the line? The supporters are in the main stand, they're on the feet, but the referee is going to make them all sit back down because Joe Keys is held up over the line and he'll have to play the ball 10 metres out. We thought we had the first points on the Provident scoreboard with 17 gone. As it is, it remains 0-0. So out of dummy half, Keys will play the ball. It goes more to Campbell. To Magrin. Magrin's wrapped up. 5 out from the line. More. Price. Are the Bulls delaying the inevitable? There's a high tackle, but the referee's going to say knock on, and they've come up with the error. Ethan Ryan with his second error in the match as he tried to crash onto the pass. He's demonstrated, saying it was high, but the referee said it was shoulder first, and then the ball's come loose in the tackle. So exciting times, but give credit to Halifax here, Ross. There's a lot of stern resilience that's in this defence, and the Provident scoreboard, with 18 gone, it's still Bulls 0, Fax 0.
Yeah, you know, it's never going to be easy against Fax. You know, they're a tough side, and both teams showing strong defence here so far. I mean, I thought Keesley were over then, to be fair. It looked like he got it down, but, you know, he were held up, and then we knock on next play. I think that's the look we've been trying to change now. So it's about staying in this arm wrestling and just build this pressure.
Both sides on a statistical front exactly the same. Halifax conceded 20 points per game if you go on the last 4. Both identical win and lost ratios, and pretty much the same on the points for and against. So if you add 12 points to the Bradford Bulls total, they would be in 4th and 5th place. But it is Halifax defending well, and now they can turn defence into attack. And from the play the ball, 10 out from the own line. They're 10 inside the Bradford half, 40 metres out, and it is the last tackle. So it's going to go from Kay to Morell. Morell puts one up. It's been taken from the clouds here. Halifax are going to pinch one in the corner because Amari Caro didn't take it under the floodlights. It was Heaton who took the ball and has flicked one out the back door, and Saltonstall has touched down in the corner in the main stand. 20 minutes gone in this one. The deadlock is broken. It has taken somewhat special. Amari Caro under a lot of pressure there because he had Heaton, Tyra and Saltonstall chasing after it. In the end, it was Heaton who took it, and what a flick pass there out of the back to Saltonstall. A try last week in their win against Dewsbury, and the shock is on. Halifax take the lead, and a kick to come from Steve Tyra on this main stand side, Ross.
Yeah, I don't think we've got anything to be too worried about. You know, I think that's just been the story of what's been happening to us this year. You know, we're right in the right area. We get over, you know, looking for keys to be held up, but then we go and we compound it with an error, and then it gives them the ball back they've got out their territory, and then, you know, a mistake like this has happened. I think that's what we're going to take to break this arm wrestle now. I think the boys won't be too worried. Just carry on doing what we're doing, really, and just cut these mistakes out and just build pressure and keep hold up ball, and we'll be fine.
It's been very attritional in the opening 20 minutes. Steve Tyra then from the Provident main stand side, 2 metres in from touch, 20 away from the post. We've got quite a good view. He's going to strike it. That's going to fade and go across the face. So it remains on the Provident scoreboard with 20 minutes gone. The Bradford Bulls 0, Halifax 4. And as we said, Ross, you said there was going to be 8 points in it in between the match, and certainly Ross Peltier, you know, there's 4 points in it after 20 minutes. It is going to be attritional. It is going to be tight. It's going to be tense. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one. I said there's not going to be much in it, you know, and especially with him missing that kick, you know, it's going to be a tight one.
Well, Richard Marshall did say in his pre-match amble, it is a mouth-watering tie as the Bulls finally begin to find their feet and gain some momentum. It's always a difficult test going to Odsal, and it's never easy, especially in an Easter derby game. So from the restart, Halifax leading 4 points to nil, courtesy of a 20th minute try to James Saltonstall. Will play the ball 25 out from their own line in centre field. Defending for the Bulls there was Bentley and Leroy. They come towards this main stand side with the Cook Island international, Adam Tangata, and he's going to be wrapped up 10 shy of halfway. Out of dummy half with a bit of zip is Will Sharp. Sharp wrapped up by 3 Bulls defenders. Colden Roach out there now for Lee Beattie's side, and he's brought down there by Leroy as well in the tackle. So it goes out to Fairbank, a neat little flick on pass there to Grady, and Grady's going to be wrapped up on the 5th and last. 5 inside the Bradford half. It goes back to Scott Morrell. Morrell trying to find space between Campbell and Thomas. Campbell picks it up, 5 out from his own line, and he'll be brought down 10 out on tackle number 1. Oscar Thomas picks it up at dummy half, gives it to Ethan Ryan, and Ethan Ryan is just going to be flattened for a small gain of 2 metres. So 2 tackles gone on this set of 6 for the Bradford Bulls, and they're just letting the backs do the hard yards forward as the forwards plug themselves in and get themselves re-energised for a strong defensive set, you feel. Amari Caro on tackle 3. Out of dummy half it goes from Moore to Keys. Keys is wrapped up 20 shy of halfway on tackle number 4. It goes to Colden Roach. Roach takes Bradford 10 shy of halfway. They're 40 out from their own line on the last tackle. It goes to Leon Price. Leon Price looks to find touch on this main stand side, but it's going to bounce up kindly for Soldenstall, and Soldenstall is going to be brought down by Bentley and Oakes. 8 shy of halfway on tackle number 1. How good is this defensive set now from the Bulls, as Tangata's wrapped up on tackle number 2 by Price, Roach and Bentley. They're going to reverse the ball over on this main stand side as Fairbank makes 10 metres forward, and he's wrapped up 3 metres to the right of centre field. The 35 out from the Bradford line as it goes to Morrell. Morrell along the line to Morris. Morris is wrapped up now, 25 out from the Bradford line on tackle number 4. Kay back in at dummy half, trying to give the ball some air on the far stand side, but Kevin Leroy certainly running his blood to water this evening. It is the last tackle. Halifax 10 out from the Bradford line. Morrell crossfield kick, looking for gold again. He's not going to find it, because that is a superb try-saving tackle as Will Sharp took the ball from the clouds, but Amari Caro has come up there with a good tackle, and the referee is just going to stop the play here while Bradford will play the ball. But Ross, 23 and a half gone, 17 out from half time. Halifax leading 4-0. Bradford struggling to go forward.
I think it's just we've gone away a bit in this arm wrestling. We've stopped playing in his territory. I think that's come from mistakes and penalties creeping into his game. I think as long as you get a good set under belt, I think if your forwards are tired, I think hopefully the impact Colton's going to bring off at bench will bring a lot to his go forward. Just need to get this go forward, kick ball down in their corner, and just keep them and build pressure. Build field position.
Well, James Davis has just come on the field, 23 years of age, so Bradford got up to 10 shy of halfway on that set of 6. Joe Keys kicking downfield, and once again Will Sharp, who's just been everywhere on this field this afternoon, took the ball and immediately fed it there to Rob Warrancy, and he took tackle number 1. So 2 tackles gone in this set of 6 for Halifax, leading 4-0 here at the Provident Stadium Ottawa with 16 minutes remaining to half time on this set of 6. 3 tackles gone there, 5 shy of halfway on this main stand side. In defence is Bentley and Moore. It goes out to Morrell. Morrell's going to kick out a dummy half, and he's going to turn Oscar Thomas around. It's not a 40-20, it's more like a 45-15, and it will turn the Bulls around. And as we said, points really going to be at a premium, you feel, this evening, and Bradford in no real rush to form the scrum. The war cry's going up. Ross, imagine yourself out there now, the war cry's going up. Is this just exactly what you need to get the adrenaline pumping?
Yeah, I think it gives you a big boost. I know a few boys will be a bit tired out there. It's been a tough game in middle. Be trying to catch a few breaths, but that really helps you. It gives you that buzz, it gives you that boost. It makes you want to go take that extra carry, do them extra 2%.
So from the scrum, the Bulls on tackle number 1 have made 10 metres via Campbell. It goes out of dummy half from Keys to Price. Price to Bentley. 4 tries last week. Bentley wins the second penalty of the evening. It's a very low penalty count. Adam Tangata just had a second bite there at the youngster James Bentley. So Bradford lead the count 2-1. The penalty awarded on Bradford's 35. And Keys, once again, is going to make 20 metres forward as Bradford tap it. 45 out from the Halifax line. It goes to Oakes. Oakes to Davis. Davis with some huge momentum forward. but he's come up with an error on tackle number 1, and in defence there for Halifax was Elliot Morris and Scott Morrell, and that's just not what the Bulls needed, Ross. An error after winning a penalty deep inside your opponent's half. 14 to go to half time. Provident scoreboard, Bulls 0, Fax 4.
Yeah, I think, we know it, we're his own worst enemy at times, and I think it started to show here, it started to creep back in again. We just need to dust ourselves off and expel it, really, because, we've gone there, we've gone for a big play, and we've come up unlucky for Dickey with a great carry, but he's lost ball, but that's where we've struggled. We get in a good position and then we give the ball straight back all the time, and that's what's killing us this season. So hopefully we fix it up, and we can get it right and get back in this arm wrestling, and it's 4 points really, 40 minutes left. Hope can happen still.
Well, the referee has just stopped the clock while Adam Tangata gets some attention from the Halifax physio. Scott Morrell has ball in hand, and it is a scrum to Halifax. 35 out from their own line, 15 shy halfway, 20 in from this Provident stand side, and it is Halifax leading 4 points to 0, courtesy of a 20th minute try from James Saltonstall after a kick from Morrell. So Kay goes off the field, on comes Moore, so Brandon Moore will now inject some pace in the dummy half roll for the visitors Halifax, and they're up and over halfway with Grady, and he's going to be wrapped up 2 metres inside the Bradford half on tackle number 3. We've got 13 minutes remaining in this one. Bulls 0, Halifax 4. Cries of forward, it was a flat ball, but play continues, and that's Ryan Boyle, the former Lee and Castleford forward, crashing onto the ball there. They're going to kick early in the count, 30 out from the line. Oscar Thomas has to get to the ball, which he does, and Oscar Thomas, to his credit, adds on an extra 5 metres, and he takes Bradford 15 out from their own line. It goes from Oakes to Price. Price is wrapped up on tackle number 2. Price is dumped to the ground, gets to his feet, looks at who the culprits were in the blue and white, and he will immediately give the ball there to Oakes, and Oakes is going to be brought down 15 shy of halfway. Out of dummy half it goes from Moore to Price. Leon certainly getting stuck in, looks for support, can't offload the ball in the tackle. 4 tackles gone in this set of 6. Out of dummy half it goes down the middle to Moore to Davis makes amends for his earlier error. The 40 out from the Halifax line as it goes to Keys. Keys, a tester for Sharp again. Sharp takes it 15 out from his own line, but is immediately flattened there by Hodgson and Leroy. So a good set there from the Bradford Bulls, Ross, and as you said, you can already see the impact from both Colton Roach and Jimmy Davis, giving the Bulls much needed go forward.
Yeah, I think that's what we need. Boys in middle got tired in the arm wrestling, and they've given us that injection. I think that's why I went with Colton on bench today and Kirk is starting, because Colton gives us that extra bit of impact, that bit of power that we need. That'll bring certain points of this game back to life.
12 minutes out from half time. Bradford 0, Halifax 4. They're up to halfway on this set of 6. The wind is starting to pick up. Blustery conditions here this evening at the Provident Stadium, Old Sullen. That's a neat little offload in the tackle from Warrancy. Warrancy there giving it to Barber, and Barber's going to be wrapped up on the last tackle. 35 out. Once again, Morrell, the chief architect, kicking forward, looking to find support down the middle. There's been a push off the ball. Someone's going for 10 minutes in the sin bin, and the referee is pointing at Johnny Campbell, and the kick from Morrell was being chased there by Ben Johnson, and referee Tom Crashley is going to say that Johnny Campbell has taken Johnston out from regathering the ball, and it is a penalty to Halifax. 10 out from the line. I'll ask for your thoughts in a minute, Ross, but Halifax, they're not going to go for 2, they're going to look for 4, and it's quickly tapped there by Boyle. Boyle gives it to Barber. Barber on tackle number 2. Offloads the ball in the tackle, and they're going to cross out wide. The referee points the finger, and it is Halifax have doubled the lead. Controversial circumstances, one feels. Campbell's in the bin for 10. Halifax have doubled the lead. It's now 8 points to 0. Kick to come. Ross Peltier, your thoughts on the sin binning?
I think it was harsh, really. I mean, it looked a bit harsh, but he has kind of took a man a bit away from ball. But it's just them mistakes again, innit? We need a dominant call. We need someone to just take charge at that instance, really. And I'm looking for Johnny. I mean, he would doing the right thing. He would try to shepherd ball, Oscar, try to keep flies off him, but it's cost us. We were stripped for numbers. As soon as we lost the man, you could see we were stripped for numbers, and they've just gone there and they've beat us, really. So
I've got to say, Ross, it does feel an incredibly flat performance thus far for a derby.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe no one's used to these late kickoffs. How everyone prepares for it, how you get up for a game. It's a lot different playing at 8 o'clock. You're not really used to it. So you don't know what people have been doing in day and stuff. I mean, both sides have looked pretty evenly matched in the energy battles. I think it's just we've not been smart enough at times, and we've let ourselves down by not being smart enough.
Well, Steve Tyra will convert the try and get the extra 2 points. So it is Bradford 0, Halifax 10. 8.5 minutes to go to half time. And as we said, a couple of costly handling errors from the Bradford Bulls are giving Halifax all the advantage, but they've now got to go down to 12 men for the final 10 minutes of this first half. And as we said, it has been a promising start from Halifax. They've really taken the game to the Bulls. Tries from Saltonstall and Grady. Tyra 1 from 2 attempts. It is Bradford 0, Halifax 10. 9 minutes to go to half time, and from the restart, a couple of tackles gone there, up to their own 40. Bradford defending vigorously. In there was Moore and Roach. Out of dummy half goes Sharp. Sharp puts a fending on Moore, but Roach goes for the legs and wraps him up on the 5th and last. 5 inside the Bradford half. Once again, quick ball from Moore to Morell, out of dummy half, and it's gone straight down the throat of Oscar Thomas once more. Peppered one along the floor, and Oscar Thomas will get to his feet and play the ball 15 out from his own line. Ethan Ryan sprints into the Halifax defence to make 10 metres. Out of dummy half goes Keys. Keys down the middle, big strong charge there from Davis. And Bradford looking to get some metres forward. Moore to Price. Price to Bentley. What can Bentley do with ball in hand? He's wrapped up 5 shy of halfway on tackle number 4. Here goes Leon Price to Oakes. Oakes on this main stand side. Play on is the call. He's not brought down. He's still going. He's Ross Oakes. He's offloaded in support to Bentley. Bentley will play the ball on the last tackle, and it is a penalty. 20 out from the Halifax line to the Bradford Bulls. That could have been a professional foul, and Halifax could have had a man in the bin. It's not gone the Bulls' way, but they have been awarded their 3rd penalty of the evening, and they're going to tap it, trailing by 10. High tackle comes in on Roach, ignored by the officials. Roach is down, gets up rather gingerly. More in at dummy half to Hodgson. Hodgson with a try against Featherstone. What he'd do to get his first try in the championship. Takes Bradford to within 10. More to Keys. Keys to Bentley. But Tangata's got hold of Bentley and drags him down like a rag doll. 2 metres shy of the Halifax line. Can the Bulls cross the Halifax chalk? That was a sloppy pass out of dummy half from Moore to Price. Price had to arch his back and lean forward. It's the 5th error of the first half from the Bradford Bulls. And something's not right this evening from this Bradford Bulls performance, it has to be said. 7 minutes out from half time. Bulls 0, Fax 10.
I think we showed at times there when we were playing up tempo and we're playing tempo, we can roll any team once we play it upbeat. I think that's what we need to start doing. We need to just find us front, get them quick play balls. It's just mistakes again, as always. It's just mistakes, and we say this time and time again, we just need to keep hold of ball and we build pressure, and we just let them off, really.
Well, the referee, taking an eternity to pack the scrum, is going to give a differential penalty because Bradford haven't bind it, so that'll take the penalty count to 3 penalties apiece, and Morell will find touch. 30 out from his own line. Saltonstall quickly taps it, brought down by Bentley, Oakes and Price. And Saltonstall will get to his feet on tackle number 1, 8 shy of halfway. 6.5 minutes to go to half time. BCB 106.6 FM. Mick Little, Ross Peltier calling the action here on Good Friday evening at Odsall. Conditions dry, but we did have a monsoon light weather 20 minutes before the kickoff, so it is difficult and soggy underfoot as Halifax get their 4th penalty of the evening, and it is going to be the youngster Evan Hodgson who's going to be pinged for laying on in the tackle, and the crowd getting a little bit frustrated with Tom Crashley's performance, but Halifax will soak everything up and throw it back at the Bulls as it's going to be tapped there by Grady, the try scorer, and he takes it to within 30 of the Bradford line. They're looking for more points here. Halifax out of dummy half, it goes to Morris. Elliot Morris driving forward, takes 3 Bradford defenders out of that defensive line just to the left of centre field. 20 out from the Bulls line, it goes out to Morrell to Sharp. Sharp has options with Heaton but takes the tackle there from Leon Price and Ross Oakes. Good defence there from the Bulls. 2 tackles remaining in this set. It goes out to Tangata to Boyle. Boyle along the line to Johnston. Ethan Ryan races out of the defensive line and wraps his man up superbly. 4 tackles gone in this set, and now there's pushing and shoving, and it is a penalty to the Bradford Bulls because the Halifax man had hold of Ethan Ryan's shirt and kept him down on top of him, and that's a silly play because Richard Marshall will be spinning feathers at that, but that's a huge relief and respite for the Bulls, Ross.
Yeah, it is a good penalty. It's like I said before, game with Ethan, cutting it off before it can get to Rob Odyssey in the danger man, and he's done that perfectly there. He's got his ball back.
It's all been predominantly down the middle. Hodgson on tackle number 1, and he's flattened 10 inside the Halifax half. And now Scott Moore goes straight up to the official who will stop the clock. He's holding 8 fingers and 2 thumbs in the air. The touch judge is about to come on, and someone's caught Evan Hodgson high on tackle number 1. It looks like it is Shane Grady, the former Dewsbury man. And the referee's just going to give him a telling off. It was a shoulder charge, says Crashley. So Bradford awarded their 5th penalty of the evening. Is this the period you feel, Ross, they've got to make it count? 4 minutes to half time.
Yeah, I think with his field position, his pressure we're building, I think we need to get some points on board. It'll change the whole outlook of the game, and we'll be able to go in a lot more confident at half time with that gap a lot closer.
So Bradford, they'll tap the ball. 15 out from the Halifax line. There's a knock on tackle number 1, Scott Moore. Whoa, dear oh dear, deja vu, Groundhog Day. This is just handing the game to Halifax on a plate. I think half-time can't come soon enough for the Bulls. Ross Wett and let Jeff Tuvey and Lee Beattie at them.
No, I don't think we've done much wrong. I think it's been very even in this arm wrestle. I think the difference is we're just coughing up the ball in the wrong places. Like, we're getting in a spot where we can build pressure and we're just giving it straight back to them, and it's just killing us.
Halifax from the scrum. They've now come up with an error, so perhaps justice. Bentley's put a push in, and they all come together and they meet like a procession in the middle of the field. 25 out from the Halifax line, and referee Tom Crashley has to sort things out once again, and he's going to just calm everyone down. It will be a scrum, head and feet to the Bulls. So that only Halifax's 2nd error in a near perfect opening 40. The clock says 3.5 minutes remaining. It is Bradford 0, Halifax 10 after tries from Saltonstall and Grady. Can the Bulls get on the board before the half-time hooter sounds from the scrum? It goes out to Leroyer on the far stand side, and he's going to be wrapped up. 20 out. In at dummy half goes Moore. Moore gives it there to Roach, and Roach is brought down just outside the Halifax 10. Bradford still down to 12 men, remember. Johnny Campbell in the bin. Out of dummy half to Hodgson. Hodgson's wrapped up, and he's brought down 7 metres shy of the line. They're in front of the sticks. It goes to Price. Price to bring the house down, offloads it to Moore, but it's been picked off by a Halifax defender. I'm not sure who it is from here, and Halifax living life dangerously, and it was Ryan Boyle. And the fans, they're saying he was inside the 10. It should have been a penalty, but Leon Price, a no-look pass. He assumed it was going into the arms of Moore, but Ryan Boyle had other things to say, and Halifax have the ball again, keeping the line intact after a barrage of Bradford pressure. They're just going to slow things down. Out of dummy half goes Moore to Barber, and Barber's wrapped up 25 out from his own line, just to the left of centre field. Warrency picks it up at dummy half, and he's going to be met there by Moore and Davis, and now the referee's going to give a penalty because Scott Moore's lost that mental discipline and composure, and he's gone high on Warrency, so it's a penalty to Halifax, 15 shy of halfway, and Morrell is going to find touch, 5 inside the Bradford half. 90 seconds to go, Ross. A huge set of 6 for the Bulls to defend here.
Yeah, we just got to keep them out, really. we've been his own worst enemy again. You know, penalties compounded with knock-ons. I think the boys just need to hold strong here, hold strong till half time, and then we can regroup. And it's only 10 points, there's nothing in it at all, and then we'll have a big second 40.
Halifax 40 out from the Bradford line, 2 tackles in, and it is going to be Morell in at dummy half. He's looking for Boyle, finds Boyle. Boyle along the line though, back there to Grady, and Grady is going to be wrapped up. We've got a minute remaining. I don't know if 1 point would be worthwhile in the scheme of things. It goes to Morell. Morell to Tangata. Tangata fronts up and he's wrapped up there in a 2-man tackle. 20 out from the Bradford line. Here goes Will Sharp out of dummy half. It is the last tackle for Halifax. Sharp takes Halifax 2 metres out from the Bulls line. It's with Big Johnston. Johnston kicks over the top. Thomas has knocked it dead, but it was knocked on by a Halifax player in the process, and it was Ben Heaton, is the referee saying. So Heaton has come up with an error on the far stand side, and Bradford will tap the ball there with Johnny Campbell, who's just come back on the field with 20 seconds remaining. Here goes Ethan Ryan out of dummy half. Bradford 5 shy of halfway, 2 tackles gone, they've made 35 metres. Perhaps at the wrong point in the match. Can they do something special with 10 seconds to go? Jamie Davis takes the Bulls, 10 inside the Halifax half. They're 40 metres out. The hooter's going to sound any second. It goes to Bentley. Bentley drills one along the floor. Oakes is chasing it. So too Caro. It's picked up by Will Sharp. Sharp will avert the danger. He'll take the tackle from Thomas and Caro. 25 out from his own line. The hooter brings a halt to proceedings. It is half-time here at the Provident Stadium, Odsal. Well, the referee will hand Joe Keys the ball. As we said, it is the weekend of the resurrection. Can the Bulls resurrect their survival bid in the second half and go to 0 points for the 0 party on Good Friday? Keys, his restart to resume the second half is taken over on the far stand side, and it is going to be Grady, one of the try scorers for Halifax in that first half, who immediately takes the ball. 15 out from his own line. Sharp in at dummy half, gives it to Heaton. Heaton over on the far stand side is going to be wrapped up. 20 out from his own line. We're up and running in the second half. BCB 106.6 FM, brought to you by Provident Financial, supporting Bull supporters home and away in 2017. And Halifax really taking the game to the Bulls, but the Bulls very quick out of the blocks, out of defence, and meeting Halifax 5 metres on each carry. Halifax struggling, and they're going to be brought down 35 out from their own line, 15 shy of halfway, and that in turn is going to see Kay fire the ball to Morell, and Morell's going to send one downfield to Thomas, and Thomas is wrapped up 25 out from his own line on tackle number 1. We have a minute gone on the clock, and what can the Bulls show in terms of resistance to get themselves back in this game? 6 errors in the first half, a penalty as Johnny Campbell is delayed in playing the ball, 10 shy of halfway, in a 2-man tackle by Boyle and Moore will help. It is Bradford's 6th penalty of the evening. Bradford leading the count, 6-5, and they're going to tap the ball with Oakes. 10 inside the Halifax half, so Bradford attacking the Ruler Lane terracing in this second half as they go from left to right, and it goes with Price in at dummy half. It goes to Davies. Davies, the former Penrith and Leeds youngster, is wrapped up. 25 out from the Halifax line. It's picked up there by Moore. Moore attacks the Halifax markers, makes 10 metres forward. This is more like it from the Bulls. Energised and revigorated at the start. It goes now out of dummy half to Magrin. Magrin on tackle number 4 will play the ball. 5 out from the Halifax line. A huge opportunity for the Bulls to first force points. It goes to Keys. Keys along the line to Thomas. Thomas to the line is going to see the gap extinguished, and he'll be brought down on the angled run. 2 shy of the line on the last tackle. It's with Joe Keys. 10 out. Crossfield kick. Taken from the clouds. Has Bentley got there? James Bentley has touched down over the line, but the referee is going to say the youngster, only 18 years of age, he's not going to have try number 9 of the season. It's going to be a play the ball. It was the last, and he's going to say Bentley's knocked the ball on over the line in the act of scoring. We got a little bit giddy then. 2.5 gone. Bulls 0, Fax 10. Ross another 50-50 call that's gone against the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean it looked like he would have tried to me, but you know it's one of them calls that refs give it. He's closer than us. But I mean, it's good signs for boys out of blocks. We've started fast, so hopefully it's signs of what's to come.
Halifax from the play the ball. It was the power play, so no scrum. They're 10 shy of halfway, and it is Kane at dummy half linking with Johnston. Johnston to Grady. Grady on this angled run towards this main stand side, wrapped up there by Leroy and Keys. It is the last tackle. Leroy puts a little push in, could have been penalised, non-forthcoming, and it is going to be Morrell once again drilling one along the surface, and Johnny Campbell was backtracking, trying to stop the ball from going into touch. It was nowhere near a 40-20. Campbell had butterfingers and he's palmed the ball over the touchline himself. Error number 7 of the evening for the Bulls, and it's a scrum to Halifax, 25 out from the Bradford line, and it's those sort of errors that the Bulls need to stamp out, Ross.
Yeah, stuff like that, we don't need it really. I mean, it's like we've said all first half and stuff as well, we just need to cut these errors out really, and then we'll be fine. That's all it is, just cutting errors out and we'll be fine.
Halifax leading 10 points to 0 then from the scrum, 25 out from the Bradford line. They're going to come back down this middle channel, and that is going to be Boyle, and Boyle is wrapped up in a 2-man tackle just a metre inside the Bradford 20. Gets to his feet, looks who brought him down as it goes out there from Kay along the line, injects some speed to Tyra's wrapped up just to the left hand side of the sticks. James Davis coming in there, ball and all tackle. It's with ball in hand there with Morris fronts up, he's brought down by Hodgson. Leroy is also in there, so 2 more, and he'll get to his feet and play the ball out of dummy half for Halifax. Are going to go, and Simon Griggs is going to go over the line, but he's held up. Last grass defence there from the Bradford Bulls, and Simon Griggs will have to go back to the 10 and play the ball on the last tackle. So what do Halifax do here? There's options to the left, to the right. Out of dummy half, it's going to go to Morrell. Peppers one along the floor. Thomas takes it on his own try line. Stays in the field of play, and he stood tall there, did Oscar Thomas, and he'll get to his feet and he'll play the ball, and it goes out to Oakes, and Ross Oakes has caught the Halifax markers not square, so another penalty. The second penalty in the second half to Bradford. Joe Keys with boot to ball, takes them 10 shy of halfway, so 30 metres there made by Joe Keys, but unfortunately it's been touched in flight by Will Sharp before going into touch, and it now turns into a scrum. So Leon Price is urging Evan Hodgson and Jimmy Davis to come and form the scrum. The clock against the Bulls, they're trailing 10-0. There's still 34 minutes remaining, but it has been a positive start for the Bulls at the start of this second half. They're just still waiting for players to come into the scrum. You've got Colton Roach in back play, just getting a little bit of attention. So Oscar Thomas is going to enter the scrum as a second row forward, and immediately Halifax put the squeeze on, and Amari Caro comes out with the ball, and he will play the ball 10 shy of halfway on tackle number 1. What can the Bulls do here? As we said, they've been kept scoreless for 46.5 minutes. Campbell has the ball, but he's immediately wrapped up there in a 2-man tackle by Callaghan and Grady, and he's wrapped up 5 shy of halfway, just to the right of centre field. More out of dummy half to Keys. Keys goes through the line break, ankle tap. Keys is brought down there by Tyra, and Tyra has pinched the ball 1-on-1 from Joe Keys. He almost held the ball like a trophy there, Stephen Tyra. Showed it to the referee, said it was 1-on-1. Play continues. Halifax have the ball, and they've pinched one there from Keys after the line break, and they're putting pressure now on the Bulls' central markers defence as it goes out to Warrency. Warrency tries to go around Hodgson and Leroy, and he's brought down 5 inside the Bradford half. Here come Halifax down the middle. Colton Roach though stands tall, and immediately coming in at the side there is some extra help from Kevin Leroy. So Halifax, 2 tackles remaining in this set as it goes out there to Boyle. Boyle along the line, kick through there from Johnston. Warrency's chasing it, and no danger there. Oscar Thomas has just kicked the ball, and it will be scrum at the feet of the Bulls. Well,
it was Warrency, I think, who got last touch on that.
Yeah, well, Rowanson is looking at the touch judge, but credit to Oscar Thomas standing tall, so the Bulls fortunate. It will be a scrum to them, 10 out from their own line. We've had 8 minutes gone in the second half, no change since half time. It's Bulls 0, Fax 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good start for boys, really. We just need to stay strong here. We've held them out twice when Halifax have had some good field position. It's just about building his own pressure himself. You see Keys get that half break, and then balls come out again. It's just keeping that ball and just building pressure. That's all Halifax have done, really. They've built pressure and they've scored off back of our mistakes.
So Bradford from the scrum. 10 from their own try line. Bentley plays the ball. Moore picks it up. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas, though, is dragged to the floor and his face hits the turf. 20 out from his own try line. They're going to go back down this middle channel. That is Hodgson, the youngster, and he's going to be wrapped up. 5 past the Bradford 20, gets to his feet, plays the ball. Here goes Leon Price. Leon Price fronts up and is brought down in a 2-man tackle. Ryan Boyle and Elliot Morris in defence there for Halifax. Here goes Moore, scampering free. He'll take Bradford just shy of the halfway line to the right of centre field on the last tackle. Keys out of dummy half is going to fire one down to Will Sharp. It's just going to stay in the field of play and over the dead ball line. That was unlucky from Joe Keys. He was looking to find touch and turn Halifax around. In the end, Will Sharp had the composure and took a gamble on the ball going the right way, and it did. So he'll tap the ball 20 out from his own line on tackle number 1. We've had 8.5 gone, just 2 tries if you're joining us coming in the first half. After 20 minutes, Saltonstall. 9 minutes later, Grady crossed for the visitors. Halifax with Campbell in the bin after a professional foul on Ben Johnston, who was chasing a Scott Morrell kick and potentially looking to get Halifax's third try. But Halifax struggling somewhat now as the Bulls have fronted up in defence. That's Tangata. They're still inside their own half. Halifax on 4 tackles. And he'll get to his feet 5 shy of the halfway line. It goes to Johnston. Line break. Finds the support there from Morris. Morris has Thomas to beat but can't get past Thomas. Thomas brings him down with the help of Ethan Ryan. Halifax are going to try and go on the blind side. They're giving the ball some width over on the far stand side with Heaton. And Heaton is wrapped up, but the referee has got the Bulls pinged inside the 10. It was the last tackle, and it's a penalty to Halifax. 10 out from the Bradford line. It's all happening here at Odsal. They're not going to go for 2. It's going to be tapped there by Boyle. Boyle takes it to within 2 metres of the Bradford line. 5 to the right-hand side. Out of dummy half it goes. Bullet pass to Morrell. Morrell on the angle. Looking to get past Oakes, still wrestling forward. Ross Oakes, ball and all tackle. 2 tackles gone here for the Bradford Bulls, trying to keep Halifax out. It's with Ben Johnston. Johnston tries to get past Leroy, but Leroy swans on him, and Johnston, the diminutive-looking figure, is wrapped up and wrestled in the tackle. Caro coming, so too with Davis, and that is great defence from the Bradford Bulls. A bit of one-man rugby from Halifax here, and they're really struggling, but they're still inside the Bradford 10. It's with Grady. Grady don't look past, picked up by Warrancy on this main stand side, tries to evade Keys, goes past Leroy, still going forward. The 31-year-old former Sheffield man is wrapped up on the last 8 metres out from the Bradford line. Halifax attacking the South Bank stand in this second half. It goes to Tyra. Tyra kicks one through. It's picked up by Campbell, and the Bulls live to fight another day. It's Bulls 0, Fax 10. 30 minutes remaining in this one, Ross. They're showing lots of fight and spirit.
Yeah, I mean, showing that fight. We've held them out twice when it looked like Halifax were dead set on scoring. We've weathered the storm now. It's just about us getting his own roll on, putting his own pressure. That penalty will help us a lot. We just got to get in their end and just keep them in their end and make them keep coming out. Make them come 100 metres every set, and then we'll put ourselves in the right place. It's a simple game, like Jeff says. As long as we keep hold up ball and play in right areas, things will happen for us.
Leon Price awarded Bradford's 8th penalty of the evening after Leon Price scampered forward and caught those markers not square. Keys finds touch, 35 out from the Halifax line, and Bradford with a full set of 6. And the Colden Roach has now been caught high, and they come together again. The referee has a big decision to make. It was 2 tackles in the set. Someone's kicked the ball away. Scott Moore is venting his frustration at the referee. This is going to be another penalty to the Bradford Bulls, and the referee is just going to try and calm things down now. He's speaking to Ryan Boyle. It's not Ryan Boyle. He's going to actually speak to Ryan Boyle, and then he's going to speak to Brandon Moore. And Brandon Moore, the interchange hooker for Halifax, is now going to be sent to the sin bin for 10 for a shoulder charge off the ball. So Bradford Can they capitalise? They've got a numerical advantage here. 29 minutes remaining, trailing by 10. The war cry reverberating round Odsall. Price to Thomas, Thomas to Oates, Oates to the line on the fast hand side. Can Ross Oates get there? The referee arches his back and he's going to say he's centimetres short. Thomas tries to go over from dummy half. And the Halifax marker square. There's more beseeching from the crowd in the main stand. Play continues. Caro's got it in his hands. He tries to go over from dummy half and he's held up on the Halifax line. He's over the Halifax line. Referee Tom Crashley says he's held up. He'll go back to the 10 and it'll allow the Bulls to compose themselves and calm things down a little bit. The clock will be stopped. There's wrestling in the tackle. So Bradford are going to play the ball 10 metres out from the Halifax line. There's 2 tackles remaining, 28 minutes remaining on the clock. Out of dummy half, in centre field it goes to Price. Price to Keys, Keys to Leroya, Leroya to Ryan. Ryan's wrapped up 10 shy of the Halifax line. 5 in from this main stand side. Thomas in at dummy half. It goes to Keys. Keys, Grubbers one behind the line. He's picked up at the back. Can they force a repeat set the Bulls? Yes, they can. Halifax trapped in goal. 27 remaining. Bulls 0, Fax 10. You suspect, Ross, a try is coming.
I mean, hopefully, like I've been saying and like I imagine Jeff's been saying, it's all about playing it right areas and building that right amount of pressure. And that's exactly what we've done there now. We've got the 12 men. Let's, for this 10 minutes, just keep them under pump, just keep them, make them defend, and they're going to make a mistake at some point if we just do what we're doing.
The Bulls certainly looking to ride the momentum of this big crowd. From the restart, it goes from Keys to Campbell in centre field, and Campbell's wrapped up 20 metres out. There's more pushing around at the play of the ball. It goes to the youngster Hodgson, and Hodgson's now caught high, and the referee's going to say marker's not square as well, so he's going to stop the clock. The penalty's now really going against Halifax. The count 10-5, so Bradford have had double the number, and as we said, Halifax have had their man in the bin now for 2 minutes after Brandon Moore was sent to the bin. Let's see what the Bulls can do here. They're going to have a penalty 10 metres out from the Halifax post. It goes without saying, Ross, if Bradford had kicked every penalty they'd had, they'd probably be 10-8 behind. Only 2.
Yeah, I mean, but you never think of it like that.
No, you don't.
You see it as trying to get 6, but I mean, like you see now, as soon as we've started applying a bit of pressure, we're making them defend in their own half, you know, everyone starts to make penalties and everyone will crumble. So it's just about where you play on the park and what plays to play, you know. And I think we've smartened up this second half, and it looks well. You know, it was a good carry off Ev, you know, straight in under the ruck, you know, and it's drawn penalty. So I think the boys are going good. You know, we just need to keep it up now and keep doing what we're doing.
That was Ben Heaton just taking an eternity to get back in the defensive line, but Bradford though, back they come. And it is going to be Magrin. Magrin is this brought down a metre shy underneath the Halifax posts. Quickly plays the ball. It goes from Moore to Keys. Keys immediately wrapped up and is brought down 20 in from this main stand side, just to the right hand side of the stakes. Moore back down the middle to Hodgson. Hodgson twisted and turning in the tackle like a bumper car. Couldn't release the pass and he's wrapped up 2 shy underneath the sticks again. Bradford trying to chance their arm. It goes out to Price. Price drops the shoulder, tries to pirouette his way to the line. He can't quite get there. Tackle number 4 gone. Tenacious defending from Halifax. It goes out to Moore from dummy half. He's lost the ball in the act of crossing the line, and Bradford are really the architects of their own downfall here. Ross, all that pressure against Halifax with only 12 men, and Scott Moore has come up with error number 7 for the Bradford Bulls. 25 remaining. Bulls 0, Fax 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. We just keep coughing up ball when it matters most. I mean, it looked like it was a good play for Scott. He looked over. You know, it's one of them things. We just got to stay strong now and just keep this pressure on, really.
You've got Halifax ideally though where you want them, 10 up from their own line.
It's a good place to cough up the ball. You know, 4th tackle, we're nearly end of a set. They've got to march 90 metres down pitch to do anything.
Oh, more controversy here. Ben Heaton is going to try and milk a penalty, and he has done, and the referee is going to say penalty Halifax, 10 out from their own line for laying on in the tackle. Well, call me biased, but Ben Heaton did never regain his feet, but as it is. Sharp will tap it. 15 shy of halfway, and it immediately meets Joe Keys and Leroy on the halfway line. He's dumped on his back, so that'll help the Bulls set their defensive stall. He fronts up, and out of dummy half it, he's going to go there to Kay to Callahan, and he wraps the ball in his right arm, tucks it under, and he's brought down there by Keys and Roach. And Halifax just inching closer, trying to suck as much energy out of this Bulls defence as they can, as Callahan on his second drive in this set of 6 is brought down there by Bentley and Moore. They're on tackle number 4. They're in centre field with Johnston. Johnston kicks forward looking for Warrency. Thomas is going to have to get out of his own in goal area. He can't. Warrency pins him back, and it's another goal line dropout that Halifax have forced. It's the 3rd time in this match that they will get a repeat set, and that was clever kicking there from Ben Johnson. He realised that the Bulls were at 6s and 7s. Campbell and Thomas were out of position, and Oscar Thomas, to his credit, he did try valiantly to get out, but when you've got a big man like Rob Warrency bearing on down you, it makes life difficult. Crucial period in this match, Ross, as Oscar Thomas slips with the restart. He's only going to get it up to the 30, and Halifax will play the ball 30 out in centre field, but a crucial period one feels. 23 and a half minutes remaining in this match as it goes out from dummy half to Boyle. Boyle is going to be wrapped up by Roach, and Price just to the right hand side of centre field. Quick play the ball, they're going to come back down this middle channel. Flat looking pass out of dummy half from Kay to Callahan, and Callahan is wrapped up 10 out from the Bradford line. It goes to Johnston on this main stand side. Johnston misses out Grady, keeps on to the ball. Johnston looking for the knockout blow. It's been knocked on. That was a case of too many cooks spoiling the broth there, because Callahan ran in the way, and now Bentley has been delayed in playing the ball, and the crowd are going to try and get a penalty out of referee Tom Crashley. Bradford have got to go 90 metres to score their first points in this match. It's with Amari Cowler on the fast hand side. 3 tackles gone. Bradford 20 out from their own line. This is where you literally do have to roll your sleeves up and do the nitty gritty, and certainly look to make a stand against this strong, stern Halifax defensive line, who are still down to 12 with Brandon Moore in the bin for 10. He'll be coming back in 5 minutes time, but Bradford restricted to just 30 metres on that set. It's with Joe Keys, 30 out from his own line, kicks it straight downfield, and it's going to be picked up 20 out from the fax line by Sharp. Sharp in turn gives it to Warrency. Warrency heads towards Ryan. Ryan slips. Warrency still going. Beats Keys, beats Magrin. He's attracted Hodgson and Davis, and he's going to be brought down 5 shy of halfway on tackle number 1. We're approaching the hour mark. No score in the second half. It really has been a grubby, attritional affair here. Both sides being reduced to 12 men, but Halifax taking the game to the Bulls as fatigue starts to kick in. Kay along the line, reverse pass to Sharp. Sharp tries a drop goal, and he's missed it. It's gone to the left-hand side of the post. There were still 2 tackles in the bag there. That defies explanation, Mr. Ross Peltier here, because Halifax had all the momentum. Bulls 0, Fax 10.
They've just thrown away all the momentum there. I don't know what Will Sharp were doing with that drop goal, because it won't really make much. It'll still keep it within 2 scores, so I don't even understand it. He's just thrown away. He's just thrown away all what they had.
Well, Bradford get the 0 tackle. So Bentley's just been crushed in the tackle. It's one of those ugly crusher tackles. Morrell is kicking off with Price. Price runs to the touch judge. The touch judge is coming on the field, and Tom Crashley now is going to take some advice. And Leon Price probably just wants to not go right in the touch judge's face. He famously got sent for a sin bin at Valley Parade against St Helens a couple of years ago for throwing a ball at a touch judge, and maybe Leon Price's influence has won his side a penalty. But let's not look at the facts there, Ross. James Bentley, as honest as the day is long, was down there on the floor in agony at the physicality of that crusher tackle there from Scott Morrell.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bentley, if you look at his face, you'll see he's got a few black eyes and bruises. He cops a lot, because he runs that hard line, and he does get a lot of penalties for it.
Bradford awarded their 11th penalty then, and they're 10 inside the Halifax half. Is this the moment on the hour mark that they can finally post their first points of the evening in this big West Yorkshire derby? Under the lights at the Provident Stadium Odsal, Magrin gets to his feet, plays the ball more along the line to Price. Price to Oakes. Oakes still going forward. Fends off one, fends off two. He's wrapped up 10 out from the Halifax line. They're dragging players off the marker, and it's a penalty to Halifax. And now Ben Heaton comes rushing in, and there's more pushing and shoving, and the referee's going to stop the clock, and he's going to say penalty to Halifax because I think it was Leon Price picked the Halifax defender out of the ruck so Oakes could play the ball quicker. Well, I've seen it all, Ross.
I've never really seen them being given as penalties when players are clearing people off when they're taking too long to get up. I've yet to see that being given as a penalty, but I have today. So yeah, it's another mistake in a crucial area for us when we had momentum.
Well, as you could tell, the crowd picking up. Halifax will tap the ball 15 shy of halfway, and they're going to come back down this middle channel. Callaghan driving strong, driving tall. He's went 15 metres inside the Bradford half on the second tackle. In defence is Ethan Ryan. There's more messing around at the play of the ball. Out of dummy half it goes to Kay to Johnson. Johnston along the line to Grady. Grady's wrapped up on this left-hand edge, and he's brought down in a two-man tackle by Keys and Hodgson. 3 tackles gone in this set. Fairbank, that's gone forward. The referee has missed it. Well, how the officials missed that? That has gone 5 yards forward. It's a first down. They're going to go for the field goal. What is going on? Halifax, though, play to the whistle. There's no one at home. Johnston is going to go underneath the sticks. Halifax have a third try. It was a kick over the top. Inventive play from Scott Morrell. And underneath the sticks goes Ben Johnson, and it is Bradford 0, Halifax 14. The kick to come, but oh boy, what on earth are the 3 officials doing out there on the field? That was disgraceful. That pass from Fairbank went 5 metres forward, and the Bull supporters have every right to feel angry.
Yeah, I think it's one of them calls where when you're on pitch as a player, you know how blatant it is that you should be getting ball back. I mean, I think it just threw everyone off the game then. Like, Bentley wasn't getting on in tackle, Price had to shove him down on tackle. Everyone were just a bit all over the place because John Magdon, he's made contact and ball's clearly gone at least 5 yards forward then. So, yeah, it's one of them. Concentration really has got us again.
Well, Steve Tyra will attempt the conversion attempt from in front. The inquest still going on behind the sticks because Leon Price talking to the touch judges and they're standing their ground, and the referee just taking a close inspection at what is being said and what's happening, and he's now telling the Bradford players have to stand like statues. Tyra hoofs it over the red, amber and black dot from in front, and Halifax lead the Bradford Bulls by 16 points to 0. Tries from Saltonstall, Grady and Johnston, while they had Brandon Moore in the bin for 10 minutes. How good's the resolve, Ross, from the Bulls? 17 minutes remaining.
I think we just need to get that first try on board, really. That's all we need to do. We need to just build pressure, get that first points on board, and I think they'll start coming. It's just been playing in that area of the park. We've just, as soon as we've got there, we've coughed up ball all the time.
Dewsbury defeated Batley 20 points to 4 earlier at the Tetley Stadium. From the restart, one of the Halifax players on the far stand side now has gone down. I think it's Ben Heaton, and wearing number 4, so he's going to get attention. So this will probably perhaps play to the Bulls' hands a little bit because the clock will be stopped, so I don't think he's feigning injury. But as we said, it was a victory for Dewsbury, their first of the season, their first since last since last July. So they had a sequence of 9 consecutive championship defeats, and as we said, Neil Kelly returning there to the Tetley Stadium, and in a heavy woolen derby against local rivals Batley, has defeated Matt Diskin's side by 20 points to 4. And as we said, Bradford still on -2, and Ben Heaton is going to be taken from the field because the Halifax physio is tapping the head, and it looks like concussion in the tackle with James Bentley. James Bentley, though, standing tall. It is a play the ball to Halifax, 20 out from the own line, and the clock has been stopped with 17 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. Ross, we keep mentioning this word, mental discipline, but do you think the Bulls lost the mental discipline a little bit there with the injustice with the referee missing the forward pass?
I don't think they lost mental discipline. It throws you off as a player on pitch. You know, you're waiting for the call and it's not given, and then balls play quick. I think everything just happened a bit too fast. Composure were lost, I'd say. I wouldn't say the discipline had gone. It was just composure thing, really.
So Halifax will play the ball. Heaton goes off the field for the head test, and Halifax back to 13 men. So 13 v 13. Sharp takes the ball out of dummy half. Brought down there by Leroy. 15 shy of halfway. Here goes Warrensey. Warrensey in turn gives it there to Fairbank. Fairbank gives it to Kay, and Ben Kay is now going to be wrapped up on tackle number 4, 10 shy of the halfway line. They're going to come back down this middle channel, and that is the big man, Mitch Callaghan, and he's wrapped up. 2 shy of halfway on the last tackle. Out of dummy half it will go, and it will be Morrell putting one up for McCarney, who's just come on the field. So Elias McCarney will turn defensive to attack. We know what McCarney can do, and I think Bradford's downfall thus far is that they've been sucked into a battle down the middle. They've not really given the ball some air towards the speedsters on the wings like Campbell, Ryan and Caro, but it is Ethan Ryan with ball in hand, and they're going to go down this main stand side as Keys out of dummy half finds McCarney. So McCarney's brought down on tackle number 3, 5 shy of halfway. Ethan Ryan now will stride into the Halifax defence, brought down in a 2-man tackle by Grady and Fairbank. Ethan Ryan takes the Bulls 5 inside the Halifax half. It's now or never, you feel, for the Bulls. It's with Thomas taking the Halifax line on. Dumped to the turf, 10 inside the Halifax half, 40 out from the line on the 5th and last to the left-hand right of centre field. It goes back to halfway. Keys puts the high hanging cake. Halifax have knocked the ball on. It's gone forward, and it's going to be a penalty to the Bradford Bulls because Halifax are inside in front of where the error come, and it's a penalty to Bradford. 15 out from the Halifax line, 15 minutes remaining, trailing by 16. What can the Bulls do? Is this the moment there's a response? Keys has ball in hand. He's going to tap it. He's going to give it there to Magrin. Magrin takes 4 Halifax defenders out of that line, and he's going to be brought down. 10 out from the Halifax chalk to the left-hand side of the post. The Bulls attacking the ruler lane terracing in this second half, currently pointless. Looking for first points. It goes along the line. Ethan Ryan, McCarney on Warrensey. McCarney dropped his foot in, and he's brought down 5 shy of the line. Ryan in at dummy half. It goes to Leroy. Leroy down the middle to Wilkinson, and Wilkinson back on the field after an impressive opening 30. He's wrapped up and lose some metres. 15 shy of the line, centre field. Out of dummy half it goes to Moore. Bullet pass to McCarney! McCarney will ride the momentum in the stands like a surfboard and get the first points of the night for the Bulls. Game back on. 14 minutes remain. Bulls 4, Fact 16. Pressure kick from the sidelines from Oscar Thomas. That's just what the Bulls needed, Ross.
I think it was one of the first time we've positively kept hold of the ball and we've shipped it out wide, to us wide men. They haven't been getting much supply. I think, like you said earlier, we've been sucked into that middle game, and everything's been scrappy and been a fight in the middle. Now we finally look to hit our structures, play a shape, and it's paid off for us. We're just doing we're getting back to what we thought we need to do.
Bradford's 53rd try of the season. McCarney's 4th. Thomas 8 from 8 last week. This one is going to go in. It looked to be veering to the right, but at the last minute, it just curled in and crept between the posts and over the red, amber and black dot. We've got 14 minutes remaining. The gap is back down to 10. Bulls 6, Fact 16. We've got a West Yorkshire thriller here on BCB, Ross.
Yeah, game on. I mean, we've started to get it right, and we see what happens when we get it right. When we get a system and we play how we're supposed to play, everything comes together. And Ilias has gone in corner there well.
from the restart. There's been a miscommunication between Kirk, Ryan and McCartney, and Halifax have got a goal line dropout, their 4th of the evening. And just when you're talking about concentration and not letting complacency creep in, Ross, what do they go and do? They've got the adrenaline pumping after scoring the first point, and I think they're going to go long and high. I thought Thomas might go for a short one, but Oscar's gone up to his own 40, and it's taken there by Sharp. Sharp in turn gives it there to Barber, and Barber with the green boots is wrapped up to the left of centre field. He'll get to his feet and is appealing for a penalty in back play, non forthcoming, and back they come down the middle to Halifax. We've got 13 minutes remaining in this one. The Bulls still trailing by double digits. 10 points is the lead to Halifax as it goes out to Tangata on that right edge. Swarming defence there from the Bulls. Bentley leading by example. Back they come down the middle. It's Callahan again, and he's going to trundle it 8 shy of the Bradford line. 2 tackles remaining here for Halifax. What do they do? Goes to Johnston in at dummy half. Johnston, short pass there to Grady. Grady is going to be held in the tackle by Campbell and Leroyer. Last tackle, says referee Crashley. Out of dummy half it goes to Morell. Morell crossfield kick. It's a tester for Caro. Caro's been palmed backwards. Halifax are going to score in the corner. It come off a Bradford hand. That could be the game for the visitors. It's a 4th try of the night, and it's come about all from that costly error on the restart. Bradford should have been taking a kick on the last on the halfway line. In the end, they've conceded in the corner, and I'm not sure who it was. Was it James Saltonstall again for a double, Ross? Yeah, Halifax lead 20 points to 6.
It's one of them things. It's mistakes again that's got us. I think you've seen the same thing happen today in Saints game with a young lad who scored a try straight after they kicked off to him and it went, and it ended up going in touch. I mean, it looked like there was a miscommunication, like someone's called for it, and then I don't know what's happened there, but ball's gone dead, and then they've been in it corner. It's one of them things, really.
Maricaro, as we said, if we're going to give a man of the match to Halifax, I'm giving it to Scott Morell, because another inventive kick to the corner, and it was indeed Saltonstall with his 2nd try of the evening. Maricaro tried his best to palm it back. Unfortunately, it's gone back towards the Bradford line, and it's been picked up by Saltonstall, who just squeezed in at the corner. Difficult conversion attempt for Steve Tyra, the former Widnes man. And it is 20 out from the Bradford posts over on the far stand side, so it was scored right in the corner of the old Speedway track, and that one is just going to drift across the face of the post. So the score remains Bradford 6, Halifax 20. Tyra 2 from 4 attempts, but Bradford conceding 4 tries to 1, and 14 points is the deficit with 10 minutes remaining. Can it be done, Ross?
I mean, it can be done. If we start playing with systems and doing everything right, I think we can do it. We've got the personnel to be able to do it and pull it back. I mean, Halifax look like they have been for the taking. It's just about how we control this game now.
It's going to take a superhuman effort, you feel, but Bradford showing a lot of spirit and fight in this second half. At half-time, it was 10 points to 0 in the second half, a bit tighter, 10-6, but crucially, Bradford trailing by 14 points, and Halifax supporters to my right on the Rue Lane terracing, enjoying what they're seeing thus far as Halifax look for a 3rd consecutive win. So from the restart, Halifax are up to tackle number 4. They're 10 inside the Bradford half. In defence is Moore and Kirk. Kirk races out of that marker position, and it goes to Wilkinson. Wilkinson brings down the Halifax 2nd row forward, and someone's put a headbutt in, and it's now a penalty to Halifax. And well, I think Bradford, Ross, they've really lost everything now, and that a penalty to Halifax on the last tackle, 25 out from the sticks, and it's just going to present Steve Tyra an opportunity to wind down the clock, which he's entitled to. He gets a minute at every shot at goal, and that'll mean Bradford will have to go probably for the short restart because there'll be 7 minutes remaining.
There's been some real 50-50 calls. I mean, in my eyes, that's one of them as well, you know. It's one of them things. Penalties can kill you, you know, and we've been on the wrong side of a lot of them today.
It doesn't get any easier for the Bradford Bulls. A trip to the graveyard, Post Office Road on Easter Monday. Join myself, Mick Little, Mark Hobson on BCB from 2 o'clock. That is going to be an interesting one. Tyra then from in front, 25 out, 3 from 5. Bradford 6, Halifax 22, BCB 106.6 FM. Mick Little, Ross Peltier at the Provident Stadium, Odsal. And it is Halifax who reassert that 16-point advantage with 7 minutes remaining. Does Joe Keys go for a short one here? No, he doesn't. He goes long and high, and you suspect the Bulls have got to force Halifax to come up with an error here on this set if they've any chance, but I think the game has gone. Another penalty to Halifax for laying on in the tackle. Man on tackle 1, 15 out from the Halifax line, so the penalty count 11-9, still in favour of the Bulls, but at one point it was 10-5, so the referee evening it up late on as Bradford just rarely lose the cool in what is probably around about 5,000, 5,500 supporters here at the Provident Stadium, Odsal, biggest crowd of the season to date, and certainly realising that the fight to championship survival is going to take an almighty hit here this evening, and certainly a dose of reality just how harsh it is. So Halifax on penalty number 9. They float the ball to Tyra. Tyra to Warrancy. Warrancy is wrapped up. 10 inside the Bradford half. Keys and Ryan in defence there. In at dummy half goes Sharp. Sharp to Grady. Grady puts the fend in as Leroy bounces into his back and brings him down just outside the Bradford 20. It's with Johnston, ball in hand to Callalane. Callalane out to Tyra. Tyra on the angled run there to Tangata. And Tangata's going to be wrapped up. 10 out from the Bradford line. 20 in from the far stand side. Out of dummy half to Kay, to Fairbank. Fairbank to Callalane. This will be the 5th and last. And Halifax are 2 metres shy of the Bradford line. Looking for try number 5. Goes out to Johnston. Johnston kicks one through. It's gone over the dead ball line. Palmed dead by Ethan Ryan. He had to do. He was under a lot of pressure. Halifax, 5th goal line dropout in this match. That's had a huge say. Their intricate, clever kicks close to the Bulls line, just peppering it and turning them around, Ross.
Yeah, it's that pressure thing, like you said. They've made us defend a lot of back-to-back sets. It's tired the boys out, and it's told, really. You know, with their field position, it has told on the scoreboard.
We've got light drizzle here at the Provident Stadium. The floodlights beaming down on the players. The restart by Oscar Thomas went to the Bradford 30, and immediately it is the blue and white hooped shirts of Halifax coming back at the Bradford Bulls, and they're trying to go for try number 5 over on the far stand side. They're 20 to the right hand side of the sticks. They're going to get to the feet. What's Kay going to do at dummy half? He goes back to Morrell. Morrell looks for Johnston, finds Johnston 15 out. Johnston puts boot to ball. He's got Grady chasing it. Grady wraps up Ethan Ryan, and that's goal line dropout number 6 coming up. 5 minutes remaining. I think someone needs to end the misery, blow the hooter now, but you know, Halifax, they're certainly putting on a fine show. Ross, the game's gone now, I think. What do the boys need to do ahead of Monday's trip to Featherstone?
I think we're going to take the positives we can from it, because there has been a lot of positives. Because I think we've lost this game by patches, I feel. We've just got to take what we can from it, dust itself off. You can't dwell on games like this, you know. We've got to put it straight out of his mind, you know, start a fresh Monday. We've got, 48 hours or so before we go again. It's just about healing bodies, you know, forget about it. We'll take what we can from it and move on.
Halifax from their 6th goal line dropout, 10 out from the Bradford line. McCarney has charged it down as Tyra looked to find Warrancy on this main stand side, and it will be a scrum head and feed to Halifax. Bradford's 13th error of the match, although it was a try-saving error, so we'll let him off. But with 4 minutes remaining, the supporters in the main stand, some of them have seen enough. They head for the exit. It has been a disappointing performance from the Bradford Bulls. There has been a bit of effort out there, as Ross says. You know, they were in an almighty arm wrestle for long periods, and it was 10-0 right up until the 62nd minute. from the scrum then. Will Sharp's going to go on an angled run, trying to squeeze over on the far stand side. He's brought down in a two-man tackle by Oakes and Thomas, and once again the big forwards of Halifax driving the ball forward, and Callalane's been allowed to offload the ball. It goes to Morris. Morris has thrown a forward pass, seen by the officials, and little too late. Ironic cheers from the Bulls supporters. It's going to be a scrum head and feet to Bradford. 3 minutes remaining. Bradford playing for pride here, and trying to build some momentum ahead of that away trip to Featherstone. But the Bulls' zero party will not be happening tonight, and they will remain on -2 as Ethan Ryan feeds the ball in the scrum. McCarney takes it out. McCarney 15 out from his own line. So at long last, the Bulls have ball in hand. Moore along the line to Thomas. Thomas to Bentley. Bentley's going to be wrapped up, and he's wrapped up 25 out from his own line, 5 in from the far stand side. We've not had an official attendance yet, but once it's given, we'll confirm it. Thomas on a mazy run, lateral, wrapped up there. Just still 25 out from his line. The Bulls trying to give the ball some air on this main stand side as it goes out to Keys. Keys along the line, back on the inside to Kirk, and Kirk is wrapped up. Last tackle, says Crashley. Bradford are still 30 out from their own line. Ethan Ryan chips one into centre field, looking for Johnny Campbell. Halifax have lost the ball. It's gone forward, but the referee says it's gone backwards. Oh my word! What is Tom Crashley watching?
I think that's been story of the day as that.
And now he's given a penalty to Halifax. So Bradford once again losing the cool. Johnny Campbell getting involved over on the fast-hand side. So too Roach and Magrin. Frustrations reaching boiling point here. The penalty count now locked up at 11 penalties apiece. Yeah. And that all stems, Ross, in my opinion, from the officials' inability to realise that Ed Barber had knocked Ethan Ryan's kick on. But I mean, there's no excuse for foul play.
No, there's not. But I mean, it's that frustration when you know it's a knock on and you've seen it and everybody's seen it and then it doesn't get given. It's just that frustration comes out sometimes.
Perhaps that's justice, because Halifax have lost the ball on the first tackle, and now here goes Ethan Ryan. Ethan Ryan's been taken out off the ball. That should be 10 minutes in the sin bin. The referee has not seen it, neither of the touch judges. Oh my word.
Yeah, like we were saying, there's them decisions there that they're just going missing. I don't know why. I mean, he's probably classing it as a free play that we've not put, but I mean, in all fairness, it should have been a yellow card, and it should have been. But it's one of them days, isn't it? You have them, officials have them, we all have them.
Scrum down to Bradford, 30 out from the road line. Here goes Ross Oakes. Oakes up to the Bradford 40, 10 shy of halfway. The attendance given 4,871, so just shy of 5,000. I think the inclement weather before kickoff has put a couple of hundred off the walk-up gate. They'll probably be listening at home, but unfortunately we haven't been able to call a Bradford win. Along the halfway line it goes to Keys. Keys kicks forward. Kicked on by McCarney. Ryan, can he touch it down? Yes, he can. Ethan Ryan has try number 9 of the season. And with 90 seconds to go, the Bulls have narrowed the gap to 12. Little too late, Ross, but still, it's all about building now ahead of that tough Easter Monday game against Featherstone.
Yeah, give us that confidence, you know what I mean? It shows what we're able to do. I mean, you know, we struggled in the first half getting the ball out wide, but it shows we get this ball to this right edge. When we've got players like Ilias McCarney, you know, we've got Ethan Ryan that can make something out of nothing like they have just done there. You know, really got through with his pace, poked it through, and Ethan got on the end of it. I mean, it's just been, we got caught in that arm wrestle, we got stuck in middle, and you know, Halifax have just been that bit better in middle there. I think that's what, and they've had more ball. I think decisions that have happened, as we've seen 2 in a row, you know, a few Campbell's yellow card. Halifax could have had a few more yellow cards. I think it's one of them days when not everything goes your way, you know.
Oscar Thomas converts 2 from 2. So it's Bradford Bulls 12, Halifax 22, 30 seconds remaining. The restart is going to find Joe Keys on this main stand side, and with 20 seconds remaining, I wouldn't expect Bradford to really go for it, although they might decide to throw the ball around as they go on a lateral move down the middle now with McCarney, and as we said, Neatly taken try there by Ethan Ryan, showed a lot of composure to hack that on, and the Bulls aren't dead here. Keys peppers one behind the line. Ethan Ryan has a hair hack. It's been picked up by Tyra. Tyra passes it off the floor to Will Sharp, and Will Sharp will take the tackle in the rain at the Provident Stadium, Hudsall. Well, as we said on the weekend of the resurrection, the Bulls were looking to resurrect their championship survival bid. Unfortunately, Halifax, fierce local rivals, have come up with another win at the Provident Stadium, Hudsall, by 22 points to 12.